Hello Clashers. On today's video, we are talking about this very popular Clan War League base. You have seen it, you've run into it. We're going to take it down in two different ways. And yes, I know they're not max, but however, these strategies will help you. I'm Clash with Halo, and I play for Buy Forever, but Jaeger Bomb for the CWL. Anyways, we're going to get into it using Dragbat and then a Queen Walk Hog. So if you have an interest and want to watch this and learn a little bit, stick around. You might have some fun. So the first one, it's going to go very, very quickly. Of course, these strategies are just two among many that you can use. I've seen Sui La Lo on these bases, all the different ones. So there's two different variations of this very popular base. Now, this is an excellent use of the Electric Dragon. Anytime that you can spot these sort of chain reactions to any base, that is exactly what you want to do. So on the 9 o'clock side, you see he's creating a nice funnel. Now, one little thing you could have done, you could have kept the king up a little bit, right? It's going to get tagged by that single. You could have started the king a little bit higher away and then brought in the queen as they swooped, say, from up here, the barracks down, if that makes sense. Just keeping your queen up and king up a little bit longer. Now, he decides to throw in the Slammer, Dakota, right onto the Town Hall. Do you have to do that? No, you don't. You could have done the Slammer, if you wanted to go up top. But I like the Slammer in the middle. It makes and guarantees that it's going to trigger and take down some of those key defenses, right? And that is exactly what it's doing. It's also tanking for the dragons as it swoops in. Now, these are single-target Infernos. And, of course, all you have to worry about is these Wizard Towers on the back end. Now, one thing you could have done, if you wanted to, you could have put separate loons here or ice golem to get down this one wizard tower, right? One ice golem would distract, or you could bring in 4 loons, take down the wizard tower. That way, when the bat spells come in, they are protected. That's all that you have to worry about with when you're using Dragbat. Of course, Dragbat, a very popular, very fun strategy to use. I highly recommend it if you're newer to the game or even not newer to the game. It's a great way. So here comes the single, going to take down the Slammer eventually. And again, all you have to freeze and worry about is the Wizard Towers, okay? And there you go. Queen stays up the whole time this raid. King did go down early. And lots of troops on the board, right? I think he could have had probably a little bit more. He did get, some of the Black Sams, I think, hit some of those dragons. The singles take out dragons very, very quickly, but it doesn't matter. Still a smash hit, very quick hit. I mean, he's got tons of bats up, probably like 13 loons up, and beautifully executed from Mr. Dakota. So we're going to move on to the next hit from yours truly, Halo, my Town Hall 12. Now, again, notice this base is the same base, however, slightly different. Notice how the difference is. Now, the heroes are here at 6 o'clock. We have 4 expos in the middle. Notice that. So something a little bit different. Still single target Infernos. But why am I not going to use the Dragbat? Could you use the Dragbat on this attack? Of course you could. You could do honestly the exact same attack. The only challenge would be the expos. They would really pelt those dragons in the middle. But because they're all singles, a Dragbat would work very nicely here. And all you'd have to worry about is the Wizard Towers here in the core. And you could freeze those. And then you could just bring in loons for that. I almost did the Dragbat, but I was like, let's try something a little bit different. Now, I've also seen this base, just a reminder, you could do a Sui for the EA. I've seen it taken down that way. You throw in your king, queen, or just you could use a queen and like a ram or something, take down the eagle, and then swoop in with La Lo on for the rest of the base. It's a little more difficult. Or Dragbat, but I'm going to do a Queen Walk Hog. And honestly, I probably could have, certainly could have made this more dominating attack. I forgot to put a Rage for the Queen, but we'll get into that. So, there's the Wizard, there's the King. Here's another Wizard. King goes up. That's fine. He's going to get that air defense. Very nicely done. Queen comes down here in the south. I do pull the CC a bit earlier than I was hoping. I was kind of, I wanted to pull it as I brought in the hogs for the IT here. notice you have to take down this Inferno Tower or the queen will get snagged by the single. So I throw in 6 hogs. I'm a little bit nervous. This is not really what I wanted to do. See, I wanted to pull as the hogs would have pulled the CC, I was a little afraid the loons would backtrack, as one did, but they were able to get down the single on target Inferno before those loon drops. So very critical there. Queen doing nice work, as she normally does. Just stepping on down. Nicely done. There goes the rage for the enemy king. Now, again, I should have put another rage. I got a wide out here. Here comes the hogs. Bring in those hogs about 141 with a warden. And I have 3 loons for the wizard tower. I did that on purpose because this will see those 3 loons are totally worth it. It saves you using a heal. Those wizard towers do a lot of damage to the hogs, certainly grouped up. It's totally worth bringing in the 3 loons. Take that down. You won't have to worry about it, okay? Here comes the hogs. Unfortunately, I should have, I had an unfortunate split there. Should have probably put some more hogs at the mortar, so they pushed in. Unfortunately, losing my healers there. A tad late on the slammer. A little sloppy. However, you know, some of these attacks you got to hit quickly. I remember this one. I was traveling at the time, had to hit kind of quickly. If you take your time and plan a little bit, you'll be able to kind of nail down, you know, bringing in the slammer earlier, doing better, you know, just understanding the mechanics a little bit better. So this one certainly came down to the wire. Trying to heal up those hoggy hogs. Probably should have used the heal on the Inferno. But I know they were dying, so I was like, let me just throw it down. I gotta get them healed up. And I just raged the last Archer Tower at 3. And there you go, taking down the base. Now, certainly came down to the wire. Wasn't a massive attack in the sense of tons of troops up, but got the job done. Certainly can work. If you just work on the mechanics there, bringing in the slammer a little bit early, making sure you could actually drop one of those rages, bring a freeze for the town hall, and bring in that slammer. It'll save your healers as well. Then gets down the town hall quickly. I mean, there's lots of ways to improve that, but yeah, there is how you take down this very popular base. I mean, it's one of the most common I see. I say every CWL war I play in, I see this base in one form or the other, and there's lots of things you can do. Hopefully this sort of guide helped you, and if it did, give a follow, give a sub, and if not, then come back next time, and maybe you will like the next video more than you like this one. But I believe that is it for today. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next one, and continue to clash on. Have some fun. See ya. Take care.